Did you know that nearly 75% of people are more afraid of public speaking than of dying? It sounds crazy, but it's true. A study from the National Institute of Mental Health shows that more people fear getting up in front of a crowd than facing death itself. But here's the secret: you don't have to let that fear control you. Public speaking is a skill anyone can learn. In this video, we'll show you how to turn your nerves into confidence, captivate any audience, and own the stage. From body language tricks to controlling your voice and connecting with your crowd, we'll dive into powerful techniques that will change the way you approach speaking in front of others. So, whether you're gearing up for a big presentation, a speech, or just want to speak more confidently in any setting, this video has the tools to help you crush your fear and speak like a pro. Stick around. You won't want to miss the simple strategies that will take you from nervous to unstoppable. Chapter 1. Stage fright? Let's ditch it. Most people fear public speaking more than death. Yep, that's right. According to a study by the National Institute of Mental Health, nearly 75% of people experience some level of anxiety when speaking in front of a crowd. It's not surprising. Public speaking puts you in the spotlight, where all eyes are on you. But here's the thing. Stage fright is completely natural, and even the best speakers feel it. The key is learning how to manage it. Understanding why we get nervous is the first step. When you're about to speak, your brain signals a fight or flight response. Your heart rate spikes, and your palms get sweaty. But that adrenaline rush isn't all bad. It sharpens your focus and increases your energy. Top performers like Oprah Winfrey and Steve Jobs have openly admitted to feeling nervous before they hit the stage. But they mastered the trick of transforming that fear into fuel for their performance. So, how do you conquer stage fright? One powerful strategy is to reframe your mindset. Instead of thinking of the speech as a performance, think of it as a conversation. You're simply talking to your audience, not performing for them. This subtle shift can drastically reduce anxiety. Another great tip is visualization. Before you step on stage, close your eyes and picture yourself speaking confidently. Imagine the audience smiling and nodding. Studies have shown that athletes who visualize their performance before a game have higher success rates. So, why not apply that to public speaking? Breathing exercises can also help calm your nerves. A simple technique is the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. This helps slow your heart rate and calm your mind. Remember, fear of public speaking is common, and it's something you can control. You don't have to eliminate it completely, but you can learn to work with it. So, let's ditch the stage fright and turn it into something powerful. Chapter 2. Unleash your inner speaker. Power poses and confidence hacks. Your body language speaks louder than your words. In fact, research from Harvard shows that standing in a power pose for just 2 minutes can boost your confidence and reduce stress. Think about it. When you stand tall with your chest open and shoulders back, you instantly feel more powerful. This body language trick is so effective that even the legendary CEO of PepsiCo, Indra Nooyi, uses it before major speeches. One simple yet powerful technique is the Superman pose. Stand with your legs shoulder-width apart, hands on your hips, and chin up. You'll not only feel more confident, but your audience will pick up on your power stance, too. Psychologist Amy Cuddy's research shows that powerful body language increases your chances of success in high-pressure situations. So, if you want to crush your next speech, start by standing tall and owning the room. But it's not just about how you stand. Your voice plays a huge role in how confident you appear. Speaking with a deep, steady voice can instantly make you sound more authoritative. A higher-pitched voice, on the other hand, can give the impression of nervousness or uncertainty. So, practice speaking slowly and with intention. Pause when necessary, and let your words breathe. Another hack is preparing for the mirror test. Stand in front of a mirror and rehearse your speech while maintaining positive body language. Watch how you move, how your voice sounds, and even how your face expresses emotion. You'll be surprised at how much more confident you'll feel when you see yourself owning the speech. Small gestures can also make a big impact. For example, use hand movements to emphasize key points, but avoid overdoing it. Research suggests that 55% of communication is body language, so make every movement count. Be mindful of your posture and avoid crossing your arms or fidgeting, as these can make you appear closed off or insecure. By mastering these power poses and body language tricks, you'll not only boost your confidence, but you'll also present yourself as a leader, someone who commands attention and respect. So, don't just speak, own the stage with your body and voice. Chapter 3. Master the mic. How to own the room with your voice. Your voice is one of the most powerful tools in public speaking. It has the ability to engage your audience, build trust, and convey authority. But how do you make sure your voice is as impactful as possible? First, let's talk about pitch. Studies show that a lower pitch is generally perceived as more authoritative, while a higher pitch can be linked to nervousness. So, try to speak in a comfortable, resonant tone that projects confidence. Next, pace matters. Speaking too quickly can make you sound rushed or nervous. On the other hand, speaking too slowly can bore your audience. Aim for a moderate pace, and use pauses strategically to emphasize key points. According to a study from the University of Michigan, strategic pauses can enhance listener engagement and help your audience absorb your message more effectively. Breathing is also crucial. Deep, diaphragmatic breathing allows you to project your voice with more power and clarity. It also reduces tension, helping you sound more confident. Before stepping onto the stage, practice breathing exercises to help stabilize your voice. This technique will ensure you don't sound shaky or strained when speaking. Another way to master your voice is to play with vocal variety. Change your tone, volume, and pace to match the content you're delivering. For example, when sharing an inspiring story, raise your voice to convey excitement. When making an important point, slow down and lower your tone for emphasis. This variety makes your speech more dynamic and keeps your audience engaged. Additionally, try incorporating a technique known as the power of the pause. When you pause after making a significant point, it allows the audience time to reflect. It also gives you a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts. Public speaking coach Carmen Gallo points out that pauses can be one of the most powerful tools for maintaining control of the room. It's also helpful to practice tongue twisters or vocal warm-ups to avoid slurring or stumbling over words. This will help you sound clear and articulate, especially when you're nervous. Finally, remember that your voice is an extension of your presence. The way you speak reflects how you feel about what you're saying. Speak with purpose, and your voice will naturally carry the weight of your message. By mastering your voice and using it to its full potential, you'll be able to captivate your audience and leave a lasting impact. If you're finding these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more speaking strategies and tips. Chapter 4. Audience Connection. Turn strangers into supporters. One of the most powerful ways to overcome your fear of public speaking is to shift your focus from yourself to your audience. Think about it. When you're nervous, you're likely focused on what could go wrong. But if you can connect with your listeners, they'll become your allies instead of potential critics. Start by making eye contact. A study from the University of Chicago shows that making eye contact with your audience for 3-4 seconds at a time increases trust and engagement. When you look at your audience, it not only helps calm your nerves, but it also makes your message feel more personal. Instead of imagining hundreds of people staring at you, focus on one person at a time, making them feel like you're speaking directly to them. Another trick is to use humor. Humor creates a shared experience and lowers tension. According to communication expert Julian Treasure, humor helps you come across as more authentic and relatable. A well-timed joke or funny story can also make your audience more likely to remember your message. If you're feeling particularly nervous, you might worry about the idea of speaking to a sea of faces. Try the friendly face technique. Find a few people in the audience who seem engaged and focus on them during your speech. This can give you a sense of connection and help ease the nerves of speaking to a large group. Storytelling is another excellent way to make a connection. Research shows that humans are wired to respond to stories more than facts or figures. People remember stories 22 times more than they remember facts. When you share an authentic story that resonates with your audience, it becomes a bridge to connect on a deeper level. Also, be mindful of your audience's body language. If you see them leaning in or nodding, that's a clear sign that they're engaged. On the other hand, if they're checking their phones or looking bored, you might need to adjust your delivery. Recognizing these cues and reacting to them can help you build rapport and maintain connection throughout your talk. The key takeaway here is that speaking isn't about impressing an audience, it's about making them feel something. When you focus on connecting with your audience, through eye contact, humor, stories, and active listening, you'll turn them from strangers into supporters. This not only eases your nerves, but it also creates a memorable experience for them. Chapter 5. Adrenaline Advantage. Turn nerves into your secret weapon. We all know that feeling, the sudden rush of adrenaline when you step up to speak. While most people view this as a negative, experts agree that this adrenaline can actually work in your favor. When managed correctly, it can fuel your performance. First, understand that adrenaline is your body's way of preparing you to perform at your peak. Studies show that the body releases endorphins during stressful situations, which can sharpen focus and improve cognitive function. This means that instead of seeing your nerves as a threat, you should view them as your body's way of helping you rise to the occasion. A strategy that many athletes use is to reframe their nervous energy. Olympic athletes like Michael Phelps and Simone Biles don't try to get rid of their nerves. Instead, they embrace them as a part of the process. By mentally shifting your perspective, you can transform anxiety into excitement. The key is telling yourself, "I'm excited," instead of, "I'm nervous." One simple but powerful technique is to harness the energy by moving around. Research from Harvard suggests that moving can help release excess energy and ease tension. Before stepping onto the stage, take a brisk walk or do some stretches. This will help channel the adrenaline into positive energy, preventing it from turning into jittery nerves. Another strategy to make adrenaline work for you is to practice power breathing. The 4-7-8 technique mentioned earlier can calm your nervous system and make sure that your heart rate stays steady. It can also help you feel grounded and present, so you're not overwhelmed by the surge of excitement. Interestingly, adrenaline also helps improve memory retention. Studies have found that a moderate level of stress can enhance your ability to recall information quickly. So, if you're worried about forgetting your lines or key points, take comfort in knowing that a little bit of adrenaline can actually sharpen your memory. By accepting and controlling the adrenaline rush, you can unlock your full potential as a speaker. Instead of fearing it, use it as your secret weapon to stay alert, focused, and energized. When you reframe nerves as a source of power, you'll feel less afraid of public speaking and more in control of the experience. Chapter 6. The Power of Imperfection. Why flawless isn't the goal. One of the biggest myths in public speaking is that you have to be perfect. In reality, imperfection is often what makes a speaker more relatable and memorable. The truth is, nobody is perfect, not even the best speakers. And guess what? That's okay. Take Steve Jobs, for example. One of the most iconic moments in his career was when he stumbled over his words during a keynote speech. He quickly laughed it off and continued. The audience didn't judge him for it, in fact, they loved him even more. His vulnerability made him human, not robotic. This is a prime example of how embracing imperfections can actually make you more authentic. Psychologist Brené Brown says that vulnerability is the key to building trust and connection. When you allow yourself to be imperfect, it shows your audience that you're real. It invites them to join you in the experience rather than watching from a distance. People connect with real, flawed individuals much more than they connect with polished perfection. This doesn't mean you should intentionally make mistakes, but it does mean you should stop stressing over them. If you stumble or forget a line, acknowledge it with humor. "I guess my brain decided to take a quick vacation," you might say with a smile. Your audience will appreciate your honesty and your ability to roll with the punches. Research supports the idea that perfection isn't necessary to succeed in public speaking. In a study conducted by the University of California, participants who gave imperfect speeches were rated as more engaging and likable than those who stuck strictly to a script. Perfection can sometimes feel robotic or distant, while imperfection brings warmth and humanity to the stage. So, let go of the need to be flawless. Accept that you might make mistakes, but that's part of the process. The more you embrace your imperfections, the more your audience will connect with you, and the more confident you'll become as a speaker. Your imperfection is your power, not your weakness. If you've found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe. With a little practice and the right mindset, you'll soon be ready to conquer the stage, nerves and all.